Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel SI Logics Automation. Today in this video, I'm going to talk about current to pressure converter. In previous video, we seen that how the pressure is to be converted into the current because there are a certain tasks are there or certain operations are there where we require to convert certain signals, which is if suppose it is a current, then we want to convert this into a pressure, and sometimes there is a pressure, then we want to convert into a current. So in this case, the example is that if suppose the output of the controller, that is PID controller, is 4 to 20 milliampere, it is a current, and the signal which will travel to the final control element, which is electro-pneumatic control valve. So electro-pneumatic control valve does not understood, or it will not operate over a 4 to 20 milliampere output current of controller, because this controller is going to control the final control element, that is process control valve. So in between there should be a something device which will convert this current linearly to the pressure signal, that is 3 to 15 psi. So how it can be done, we have a diagram. Through that we will understood that how current to be converted into a pressure. So obviously we have a current which is coming from the controller, and we have a pressure signal which is we connected from the compressor. So this compressor will gives us a 20 psi as a input or supply pressure to the flapper nozzle system. Okay, so this is a very basic, we can say, pneumatic component which is used in a control system. So here what it is going to do, so this flapper nozzle system working here to convert this 4 to 20 milliampere into a 3 to 15 psi. How it is? So when this 20 psi, when we apply here, we have a restriction. So through this it will go here, and that will be a, how much, that will be the 15 psi air supply. Okay, so this is also called as, this line, it is also called as a back pressure, or this is actually the pressure signal, which is from this particular terminal we get the output pressure 3 to 50 psi, right? So this output pressure depends upon the position of this flapper. Okay, because here to the nozzle there is a small opening is there. So when we apply this air to this particular section, what will happen, when this flapper is away from this nozzle, most of the air will flow, it will bleed out to the nozzle, and very less amount of air will go to the this output terminal of a flapper nozzle system. And actually this is what the working of the output, we can say, the port of the flapper nozzle system. So it depends upon the displacement of this flapper or the position of this flapper. If initially there is no restriction, then whatever the input supply of air we are giving here, that all will go through this opening, and we will get 3 psi as the output only, or 0 psi. But when there is a something restriction will allow, restriction is, or the displacement of a flapper is happen towards the downward side, and it restricted to the opening of the nozzle, then less air will go here. Because of the restriction, most of the air will go to the downward side, right? So when here we have a one more arrangement, there is a electromagnetism is there, 4 to 20 milliampere current is flowing through the coil, there is a soft iron core, and this flapper is consist of here a small, we can say, a part is there, and which is made up of a ferromagnetic material. And we know that electromagnet or magnet, it attracts to the ferromagnetic or iron materials. This flapper uh, is balanced by this springs. Okay, on the top and the bottom there is a, both where there is a springs are there. So whenever there is a displacement of this flapper, if it is a downward side, so this spring will contract and this will expand. Okay, but when there is a no any signal, then what will happen, it will go to the home position and it will stay over there, right? So we know that when we are giving 420 milliampere as a input signal to this particular part, then as this signal is going to increase, the electromagnetism start to its strength is going to increase. Okay, so how much strong is the electromagnetism, that much of a displacement, or it will be attract towards the downward side. This flapper will attract it towards the downward side, and it is when there is a 20 milliampere current flowing through this coil, then it is fully will connected to the this core, and it will 100% close the opening of this nozzle, and all whatever the supply pressure which is giving to this flapper nozzle system, all that will goes to the output side, and then we will get the 15 psi as an output, that is control signal. And this signal we can give to the control valve so that it will open to the 100%. So this is what the application and this type of a working is there for the current to pressure converter. So here this current is coming from the controller, it may be PID controller. So if there is a 12 milliampere current, it means it is a 50% of control signal. So it will come here, and then here the electromagnetism will be generated. Then accordingly this will move towards the downward side, and the air which is bleeding through this, that will restricted, and the air of restricted, that will start to flow towards the downward side, and here we will get the pressure signal which is in the form of 3 to 59 psi. So for 12 milliampere we will get a 9 psi as an output. Okay, so in this way we can convert the current into a pressure which is a signal 3 to 15 psi linearly. Okay, we have a 4 to 20 milliampere, this is the current range, and we have a pneumatic signal range which is 3 to 15 psi. So here we have to map this 4 to 20 milliampere linearly with this 3 to 15 psi. So it is happening over here, and this output signal we give to the final control element which is operated through this control signal. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you.